I wouldn't personally ever use the term like toxic. I'd definitely say like a turbulent, difficult relationship with a lot of ups and downs. For the purpose of entertainment, of course, their relationship needs to have its ups and downs. I understand the criticism, but I wouldn't use the word toxic myself. I think it's a movie at the end of the day, so it needs to be dramatic.
I don't know if I can keep fighting to save him rather than myself. We need time apart.
You can't just escape yourself by moving from one place to another.
It's been a long time since you had played Harding for the first time on After. How much have you changed as an artist and person since then?
It's hard to even put into words how much I've learned and grown and probably changed as a person. I feel like you learn so much and grow so much in that time anyway. It's hard for me to understand what it would be like without it. But just in my acting skills, I feel like I've been lucky to play the same character and just develop my acting skills, travel the world for press, meet new people, try new things. Yeah, I can't put into words how much I've learned and grown. It's been amazing for me.
Harding now has to deal with finding out about his real father. Do you think these family problems mature him or make him even more vulnerable?
I think long term, they will improve him, but he can't catch a break, can he? I feel like as soon as we think like, okay, it's time for him to stop sulking and get over his issues, something else crazy happens, and I think it's quite quick to forget how much kind of trauma he holds as a person and how much he's been through. And that's why it's that typical thing of, not judging a book by its cover, and once you really know why he is the way he is, you're a lot more patient with him. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine what that would be like to go through. So I think initially it will cause more challenges and maybe delay his healing process, but I mean, without spoiling anything, I hope that eventually he gets to a point where he can really be the best version of himself.
I don't want people reading about my life.
This is our lives. What is the point in everything we've been through if we can't channel that into something that helps people? It's about forgiveness and unconditional love. That is the kind of story After.
Since the first movie, we see a lot of sexy scenes. How does this dynamic between you and Josephine work on set? It is uncomfortable for you guys?
Yeah, the first two movies, or the first one before we did any, it did feel like it was overwhelming and like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to like have sex on camera, wow, this is a big deal. And then quickly it becomes part of the job. Sex scenes are in almost every film. It's just something you do as an actor, and it quickly becomes far less of a big deal than you thought it was. And now 4 movies in, we're very comfortable with it all. They did introduce an intimacy coordinator on the later films, I think starting from number 3 and 4. I don't think we necessarily lacked it too much before, but I do think it was very welcomed. It's like having a dance choreographer or a stunt coordinator. They just help make sure that you're doing everything kind of the way you should.
Harding is a character that has caused some controversy, both in the original story and also in the movie. Do you think this criticism is fair? How do you deal with it?
I would call it fair, yeah. I wouldn't personally ever use the term like toxic. I'd definitely say like a turbulent, difficult relationship with a lot of ups and downs. For the purpose of entertainment, of course, their relationship needs to have its ups and downs. I understand the criticism, but I wouldn't use the word toxic myself. I think it's a movie at the end of the day, so it needs to be dramatic.
I just keep dragging you into my shit, Tess, and it's not fair.
Recently, I saw an interview where you said you wanted to diversify your portfolio as an actor, moving away from genres like romance. And now you're starring The Woman King, and it looks quite different from everything you ever done. How and why did you make that decision?
Where I got sent an audition and I saw the name Viola Davis, I was like, I want to be involved in that. And then I read more about the story and the character and felt like I would love to be a part of this story. And then did the audition, and then later found out about the incredible cast and filming in South Africa and all these other great positives. But initially it just started with working with Viola Davis in such a big historic epic about a story that hasn't been told, and I felt so kind of honored to be able to tell the story. So yeah, for a number of reasons, and I'm so excited. I haven't actually seen it myself, so I can't wait to see it myself, and then I can't wait for the rest of the world to see it too.